So how long have you been doing this?
We've been doing this for 2 years now.
2 years? And I imagine it caught on pretty good, pretty quick.
Yeah, through our local communities where we're from is where we started in northern Indiana.
Okay.
So that's where we're based out of. And we typically stay in the Indiana, Michigan, Illinois areas, but we do venture out when it works for our schedules.
How big's your team?
Our team is we have at least 10 individuals.
Okay. And so about how many of these do you do every year or so far?
Year, well, we've been doing it 2 years. I mean, we started off slow.
Yeah.
We've got some training. We've learned the different tactics that we're using, and we've caught 170 individuals roughly.
Okay. What really motivated you to do this? What got you into this specifically?
So it was 2 years ago. My daughter had a phone. She had Snapchat.
Right.
Safe, you know what I mean? Just kids on Snapchat talking to each other, and we had a guy reach out to her, said some graphic things, and when time came to like, hey, we got to turn this into law enforcement.
Yeah.
They made it sound like there wasn't a lot they could do. We don't know who's on the other end of that phone, so that we can't proceed with the case.
Right.
And as a father, I felt like broken. Like, how can we fix this? How can this be better? Because it is a case. Like there's a victim. Now that we have a victim.
Right.
This individual was threatening to come to my house and was threatening her if she didn't comply with the things he was saying. So that pretty much jump started. I had seen some other groups doing this across the country and the world, and I said, I wonder how bad it really is.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a nowhere town, central Indiana. Like, can't be that bad.
You watch these videos when you interview, and even with the other people that are doing this, and you go, why are they talking to you? Why are they so open to discussing what they're doing with you?
A lot of times, and this is why, people say you need to lead this to law enforcement. We get that a lot. We get that from some different areas. Lead this to law enforcement.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not law enforcement. Mm-hmm. So when I do interview them, I can ask them whatever I want. Yeah. I can just say, hey, let's have this conversation. And a lot of times, and I don't try to say, if you don't talk to me, I'm going to, turn this in. I'm not trying to make them feel like they have to. But I will say, if you don't want to talk to me, then I'll be obligated to call law enforcement. I think the bigger picture, maybe in the beginning I was a little more aggressive, but moving forward and a little more training, you learn that when you're their friend, they're going to talk to you. And at that time, they feel comfortable. I do got a problem. I've got this going on. And at that time, we're waiting for law enforcement to get here. So it's all about just being professional.
Do you get frustrated if you don't get, it doesn't move forward with prosecution a lot of times?
Our goal in this organization isn't prosecution. So as much as that sounds bad, we want awareness, and that's why we do post these videos out there, because more people see these videos, more people know, and this guy may have close contact with children. Mm-hmm. And every single catch, I can not say there hasn't been a catch that somebody's hasn't messaged and said, wow, you caught this guy, he did this to me. Wow. Or this guy has always been weird. I've had issues here.
Right.
So it's more of a community coming together to fight against the bad people that maybe they actually did do something to a real child, but there was the child's word against his word, and there wasn't enough evidence to prove in court.
Do they call you back to testify to these cases?
If it comes to that, they will. So they will call me in to testify. They do get a statement from me. We will come back. If we're subpoenaed for court for trial or whatever, we'll come back. We'll fly back out here and fulfill it, because we do want that. I don't want to say, I don't want him to go to jail. No, I do. Those 3 guys that we caught were just one day conversations, but we're probably going to leave here with 10 to 15 different guys that we had met or started talking to that maybe there's not completed our stages.
Right.
So our stages is that we don't ever message first. We don't ever say anything sexual first.
Okay.
And we don't ask them to meet. So once they complete those 3 things, the only difference is it's us standing here and not a real child. So.